guys, it's Brie, and today we're going to be judging books by their cover. Yes, normally you don't judge books by their cover, but today we are. Okay, so we're going to be judging these books by their cover, and these are popular Booktok books. I'm pretty sure at least almost all of them I've heard from TikTok. And I am very excited because I have about 4 or 5 books here to judge by their cover. The first one that we're going to be judging is The Glass Castle. And I have no glasses on right now, so it's going to be hard to read. Plus, if there's a lot of big words, I'm going to struggle. I'm dyslexic, y'all. Sorry about that. So The Glass Castle, basically, I've already read most of the memoir when I bought this. It's basically about her dad teaching her, like, physics, I think geography, I think, and how to, like, her dad is a drunk, okay, and I'm pretty sure, like, this is just about her life, trying to navigate her dad as a drunk, if I believe so, like, what I've heard. But I guess it's about, like, her childhood. Very excited to actually read this. I don't read a lot of memoirs, but this is one that I did get, and I'm like, this looks exciting to read. So it is very just plain. The cover's very plain. I do like the font on this book. Me being a published book writer, I have one book out, and I actually really love the font on this book. It's very easy to read, very right to the point. The only thing I hate about this cover is that it's short. It's like got that in page, but the cover is like just short. I hate those books, but I do like that the cover is just has a little girl. It looks like she's covering her mouth or something. I'm not sure exactly what she's doing, but that does represent, I think that is actually her, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah, when you open it up, the full picture's inside. Okay, I kind of like that. So she's whispering in this girl's ear. I don't know if that's her sister or what. And then there's a bunch of, like, things from, I think, okay, this is Vogue. Wow. Oh yeah, Time, Entertainment Weekly. So there's, like, just a bunch of different, like, I guess, things in here. It's just very plain. I feel like I really like the font, and I like the colors that she chose. I just feel like we could have done a little bit more to this. Even though it is a memoir, I feel like we could have done something to it to make it a little bit more, I don't know, poppy. But since it is a memoir, I do feel like this and what it's about, I feel like this cover really symbolizes it. There wasn't a lot. There's a lot to tell, but very little that she could actually probably say about it being like it's her and her life. She doesn't want to be like showing a bunch of it on the cover. She wants you to really deep into the words and get into what is in the book. So I do understand that. I just think she could have done a little bit more to the book. That's it, but I am very excited to read it. The next one we're going to be doing is The Mad Wife by Megan Church. I know this is a historical fiction, and this one is about, I think, a 1950s housewife, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a book that I picked up because a lot of people were saying Don't Worry Darling kind of vibes. I don't know, but her name is Lulu, and Lulu has spent the last 5 years molding herself into the perfect 1950s housewife, despite the tragic memories that haunt her and the weight of existing. Isn't this the one where she, like, has a baby, but she's, like, trying to, yeah, but after she gives birth to her second child, Lulu carefully crafted life begins to spiral. And then I guess she has, like, a neighbor. Her neighbor's name is Bitsy, and she moves in, and Lulu suspects that something dark lurks behind the women's, like, constant smile. As her fixation on Bitsy deepens, Lulu is drawn into a web of unsettling truths and that threaten to expose the cracks in her own life. So I'm very excited. It does sound really good. There is more to the synopsis, but just overall, it says, but Lulu truthfully losing her mind, or is she on the verge of discovering a reality too terrifying to accept? Okay, it says, in the vine of the bell jar and the hour the mad wife's weaved domestic drama with psychological suspense. I'm very excited. I haven't read The Bell Jar either. I do want to read The Bell Jar now that I know that the movie is supposedly coming out and Billie Eilish is supposedly playing in it. I'm probably going to download it on my Kindle because I need to read that. But anyway, this sounds so good. I'm very excited for it. And this cover, oh my god, I love this cover. Very pretty, looks very staticky, which really gives off that 1950s vibe. Her eyes being covered because she is like a secret, like there's secrets to be told, there's secrets to be there. I really do like this. This does look like the perfect little 1950s little lady with like her pin curls. This is what I imagine my great grandma looks like, literally. Like I'm pretty sure we have a picture of her with this kind of hairstyle at downstairs. And she got pearls in her ears, she's got pearls on. Her little kitchen looks very 1950s. I'm so excited. I love the 1950s like vibe. I love it. Oh my god, very excited. And then the back is very pretty as well, just like that very pretty. Oh, I love this cover. Spine, very pretty as well. Another thing I really love about this cover is the font is very big and bold. There is like a little thing over here. New York Times best-selling author of the, I can't even read that, Amethyst Curse? I don't know. A haunting, hopeful tale of resilience, rekindling, and reputation, power of truth. So I'm very excited about this actually. I do really like the cover. I am actually, when I seen this on the shelves at the store, I wanted this so bad. I did not pick it up for a long time actually after I seen it, and then I finally just kind of caved and bought it because this is literally beautiful. I think I bought this on Vinted, like secondhand too, and this is a great copy of it. Very, very pretty, very 1950s. I love this little vibe. Very excited to see Lulu go on her little journey when I start reading that. Very, very, very great cover. Love that one. Another book that I know is very popular on Booktok that I haven't got around to reading yet is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelans. This cover, it just tells me, I don't know, just looking at this cover, I feel like this is a girl, right? Like, it's a girl, but it's like behind like a veil. In my opinion, this girl looks very there because I can see like an eye, her little nose. This is her mouth with a rip in it. Hello. So basically, I haven't even read the synopsis of this, and I've had this book for years. So let's just go with that one, okay? Life is seemingly perfect until, okay, I think it's Alicia Bronson. I'm not good with names. Life is seemingly perfect until one night when her husband Gabriel returns home late from work and Alicia shoots him 5 times in the face. What? And then never speaks another word. Alicia's refusal to talk or give any kind of explanation turns a domestic tragedy into a mystery that captures the public's imagination. And she, the silent patient, is hidden away. Criminal psychiatrist Theo Faber is... Okay, so basically, like, I guess there's like a psychiatrist, and he's gonna work with her after, like, she commits a crime. Why couldn't I say that? And like trying to unravel the mystery of why she did shoot her husband. I guess it's like terrifying and like, yeah, very excited actually. This sounds so good. I actually have been in a very thrillery mood, but I just haven't picked up a thriller. Right now I'm in the middle of Fourth Wing and The Deal, so maybe after I read one of those I will pick this up, and maybe after I read Fourth Wing I'll pick this up and I will read this because it does sound really good. And yeah, so again with that like cover, I love the cover, I love the feel, like the words are like bubbly, like they're like kind of 3D-ish away from the cover. Very nice. I do like the font is also like really shiny. The covers that are like this where they like don't come all the way to the edge are not my favorite. This one's kind of cool on the inside. It looks like blood smeared, and I guess this is like a bunch of appraisal for it. Again, published weekly, like BBC book list. Like, I don't know. I got this at a thrift store. I love Pango. I don't quite remember, but I'm very excited to read it. It looks really good. And I do like the cover. I do also, since I did get it secondhand, I know some of the letters are rubbing off. That's one thing that I hate about these, but, you know, what could I do? Alright, the next one that I got is, I think this is a dystopian. Yeah, it's a dystopian. I seen this on TikTok. I was recommended this on TikTok, and that's why I picked it up. This is called The Gracier by Kim Legent. This cover is very pink. Very, very pink. And I love that about it. There is drips of red, but this is very pink. No one speaks of the Gracier. It's forbidden. Oh, I have heard some about this already. In Greiner County, girls are banished for their 16th year to release their magic into the world. So, is this like dystopian fantasy? I wonder. So they can return purified and ready for marriage. Girl, what? But not all of them will make it home alive. So Hunger Games-ish vibes? Or like, what? Trinity, I think her name is Trinity James, dreams of a better life. But as her own Gracier draws near, she quickly realizes that there's more to fear about the Gracier than the brutal elements and the poachers, God, I can't remember, in the woods. Their greatest threat may very well be each other's, with sharp prose and gritty realism. Kim learns the Gracier examines the complex and sometimes twisted relationship between girls, the women they eventually become, and the difficult decisions they make in between. So I think that this book is like girls pinned against girls, and they have to figure out, like, they have to either be a girl's girl or not a girl's girl. But yeah, that's what I read. So the cover's really pretty. I like I think they're flowers, the flowery like outline. The only other thing that I have to say, I like the texture of it. It's like that very like soft feel. It does say the Gracier, very pretty on the spine, and the cover does wrap around to the spine and wrap around to the back, which I absolutely love. So the Gracier is in like a dark blue, and I don't know if you can tell, but it has like some wear and like glitchy, distressed look in the actual text, which I actually really like, for the Gracier and for the author's name. And actually for this too. Couldn't really tell because it's so small, but for the text, it's very glitchy looking, or even distressed looking, which goes very well with what they were saying in the book, how they have to like compete kind of, or be purified. And I'm taking it that this is Trinity James. Very pretty girl. Very pretty girl. She does look a little robot-y, kind of scary. In my opinion, she looks very robot-y. But I love her hair's pink. If it's not pink, then I'm gonna be upset. Because girl with a pink hair? Heck yeah. Let's see. Oh, in the inside it's like blurry. It's kind of cool. I don't know. Oh, the author of Lord of the Flies and the author of The Handmaid's Tale had something to say about this book. I also haven't read The Handmaid's Tale. I need to read that. But I love this cover. The blood dripping with, like, one thing I really love is that the blood looks like it's braided into her hair and then dripping down. Like, that is very pretty. I don't understand that the very pinky vibe goes with, like, what it's about. But it is about women and girls, so I kind of get it. But I don't know. I feel like there might be an alternative cover to this, though. I don't know if there is. But I am actually very excited to read this because it does sound really good. The cover is really pretty. I love the matte feel. I'm very excited about it. That's all I got to say. Again, the only complaint I do probably have about the cover is nothing. nothing really complaining here. I actually love this cover, and this is a kind of cover that I would see out and be picking it up off the shelves right away. So definitely really like the cover. The next book that we're going to talk about is very controversial, that I haven't read it yet, but it is a series, and the whole series basically has the same style of covers, except one is different for some reason. But it is Chloe Walsh's Binding 13. I absolutely need to get to this. I know that there's a movie coming out as well, so I need to get to this before that, because I'm already so behind in like movie adaptations that it's kind of crazy. Like, I need to get to that. This one I know is very emotion packed and very heavy, so that's why I just haven't read it yet, because I have not been in the right like mental state to be reading that kind of book. So I haven't read it yet. There is quite a few in the series, and I know there's still quite a few that are coming out, but I'm not super sure. I do love that these books are numbered, for one, because I always don't know what order books go in when putting them on the shelf. So love that this is labeled, like tells you what book. I love the colors of the covers. They are all kind of different. I do like that the spines on these are black, but then by like Releasing 10, I think it is, Redeeming 10, I don't remember, is blue spined. So I'm so upset that that's not the same. It doesn't line up, but it's perfectly fine. These are so pretty. Oh my god, like I cried when I got these books, and I still haven't read them. I need to get to reading these. I'm actually really down to read these super soon. I think either I'm gonna pick up a thriller, which I might pick up The Silent Patient, or I'm picking these up if I want to stay in that like romancy mood. But this, I'm gonna go ahead and read it, and then we're gonna judge the cover. Johnny Kavanaugh has everything going for him. On the rugby pitch, he's a force to be reckoned with. Even... Oh. Plunged with a hidden injury, everyone knows he's heading straight for the top. But that means there's no room for mistakes and distractions. Not even the shy new girl at... Is it Boys of Tolman? So it's Tolman College. I always say things wrong, I'm sorry. The one with the sad eyes and the concealed bruises, he needs to stay focused, keep his cool, and not let anything get in the way of the bigger picture. Girl. Except before he knows it, the lonely girl has become his only picture. That sounds so cute. Oh my god. Okay, all I got to say is I'm already blushing, and I've only read the synopsis. So, I don't know. I kind of don't really get like the 13 yet. Obviously, that's probably his jersey number or something. Obviously, I don't get it because it didn't say anything about it in the cover, so I don't get it. But if I read the book, I'll probably get the cover more. That's normally what happens. That's why I'm just judging books by their cover, y'all. But this one, very pretty. It is like very dark colors too. Like, it's not bright, bold, out there in your face. The only thing that's a little bit more bright is the like lavender coloring, but everything else is very like not very bright. And I feel like that's because it's very emotional packed, which I know it is. My favorite booktuber and like book talker literally talks about this series 24/7. It's her favorite series. She actually did special editions, and I'm talking about Larry Reed's, by the way, y'all. Favorite. Love her. Oh my god. And she like is in love with this, and I just need to read it so I can get on her level of loving it. But love the like fonts. They're both different, which I love. I love this, the little binding 13 here. I love that. Love that. That looks really good. I just hit my hat. That looks really good. I do love this. It's like very watercolory, very pretty. I just don't understand the 13 yet, which obviously I will probably understand it once I like read this. It's very freaking floppy. These books are a million times floppy, and they are amazing. But I just haven't gotten around to reading them, and I need to. There's a bunch of them, and I just freaking need to read them. So yeah, the cover, I love. It is that like, okay, all I got to say is I'm already blushing and I read the synopsis and that was it. So I need to get around to reading these. My favorite booktuber and booktalker loves these books. They're like her favorite books. And I'm talking about Larry Reed's. Larry Reed's, love you, girl. If you're probably not watching this, but I love you anyway. I absolutely love her, and she loves these. She actually did special editions of these with a book company, and I love her special editions. They're very pretty. I just can't afford special editions of any book, so that's on me. But I love these, and the only thing that I hate about them is they're like that matte texture. I hate the matte because it just gets ruined so fastly, like touching it, everything yeah. Anyway, besides that, I love the cover. The cover is very pretty. I don't get the 13 yet, obviously. Probably his jersey number or like something like that. That's what I'm going off of. Okay, can I just talk about how freaking... These are floppy. So, why are they this freaking floppy and heavy? Don't know, but they're very good. How many pages? This is a 500-page book. It's a 600-page book. I might as well say 600, okay? Like, is it really that much? It's 601. 601 page book. Yeah, floppy as heck book. Very big book. I do love it, though. I love the spine. I really love this. I think this looks so good on the spine. Love this color, like lavendery color. I love that they are labeled 1. Also on the front it does say Boys of Tallman #1. I like that. I love the cover. I just don't understand the cover, which I probably would have to read it to understand the cover. So there's that. Okay, the next book that I have is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I do like this cover. The only thing is I don't think her new book is gonna line up with this cover, which kind of sucks, but I got this when it came out. It is very thick. By the way, this is more pages of Boys of Tallman by like 8, but it's very much more thicker. So I don't know what kind of paper they're printing Boys of Tallman on. Are they printing it on like Bible paper? Like Bible thin paper? I mean, it is very thin paper, so I don't know what they're printing it on, but this one is a lot thicker. Very pretty, very floppy. But this book is gorgeous. I love the cover. So it's very metallic-y on all sides. Very metallic-y. I also just noticed that these were his hands, and he has tattoos down. He's very broody looking, and he has like a crying silver. That's crazy. I also love the butterflies, but I think that there's another one. Oh, the butterflies are also popped out of the book. So is the tear, and so is the words. They're like, you can feel them. It's very dark. His like face and stuff is very dark. I really love the way this cover looks. I don't know, I haven't read the synopsis, so I'm not super sure if it goes with the book or not. So I'm gonna read some of the synopsis. I might not read it on camera because it is quite a bigger synopsis, but yeah. Do not touch the sword. Do not turn the key. Do not open the gates. 20-year-old, is it Circe? I'm not good with words, okay? Fane is great at keeping secrets. No one knows about the stage power she possesses, of the fact that she has been picking pockets and stealing from the undying queen's... You're stealing from the queen? That's all I could think. You're stealing from the queen? So I guess it's about fae and magic and all of that, and a snow world, snow and ice land, which kind of gets why the back is like very snowy and icy, very pretty vibe. I guess he's fae, so that's really cool. And the Kingfisher, a handsome fae warrior, so that's really cool. And I guess she has magic, so that's really amazing. It's really, I love this. But yeah, this is, I guess it does go. I'm just kind of iffy on the little butterflies. Are those like fae, or what do those represent? So when I read, I guess I'll figure out what they represent more. But yeah, very pretty cover. I would pick this up if I seen it at the store. Obviously I did do that, but I would pick it up if I seen it just out in the open at the store. I would just pick it up because it's very pretty, and I do think that I would read it based on the cover. Alright, so the next 2 books that I have, these two I'm going to do both together. These are Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I honestly love Jennifer Lynn Barnes off the bat. She is one of my favorite authors. So I didn't even know these existed until I seen them on, I think it was TikTok. And some girl goes, these are really pretty spy books. And I'm like, Jennifer Lynn Barnes, you're writing spy? Just like this one here, this Jennifer Lynn Barnes, The Lovely and the Lost. I didn't know this was a thing. Didn't know it was a thing until some girl on Pango had it, and I had purchased it from her. I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I will purchase anything, honey. Jennifer Lynn Barnes, give me 20 of them. I do have a lot of the Inheritance games, and I have some of the Grandest games. I don't have all of her books, but I absolutely love her. So these are Perfect Cover and Killer Spirit. These are, they are mystery, I believe, but they're spy cheerleaders. So the first one is Perfect Cover, and this is what it looks like. Love the cover, very pink, very pretty. There's like this little lipstick knife, really cool. Balm, like perfume, that's incredible. Glasses, thumb drive, keys, all kinds of stuff. This is very pretty. Bows, this is very gorgeous. Now the R sprayed edge, it does say The Squad on it. Very, very gorgeous. I don't know really much of what these are about, other than these are spies. So it's when sophomore computer hacker and karate black belt Toby Callan moves to Bayport. Cheer is the last thing on her to-do list, but after a mysterious note urges her to audition for the school's squad, she realizes that behind these pom-poms is a dangerous secret. The squad is the government's secret weapon. Elite spies hidden in plain sight, and they named Toby. There's a classified information leaked in Bayport, and Toby has the skills to retrieve critical intel from the only person who has it, the most popular boy at school. But evil lurks in Bayport, and Toby's recent glow up has put a spotlight on her, which might just get her killed. So very, very spy. She's a spy. She has to be a cheerleader, be very girly. Oh my god, I just realized there's like wired headphones on the back, a little cheer necklace, and like bobby pin, like little hair clips. Oh my god, this cover is so cute. It just gets better and better. But this is what the cover looks like on the side, the little lipstick there. Cover is amazing. I love this. I don't know who designed this cover, but Jennifer Lynn Barnes snapped with this one. Very pretty. I actually do really think this is interesting. There's a lot of reviews that are like, yes, no, yes, no. It does say the best-selling author of the Inheritance games. I haven't read the Inheritance games. Yeah, I do have them. I haven't read them. My favorite books by her are the Natural series. So, but I absolutely love this cover and everything about this. It looks so good. I don't really like that it's like that matte finish. But, you know, a lot of books are now the matte finish, which I'm going to have to get over. It is very pretty, very pink, very beautiful. I absolutely love this. I think this is going to be a great read about spies. And spy cheerleaders, to be specific. And then the other one is basically the same, like, premise. It's the same book. Yeah, it's the same series. So this one is Killer Spirit. This is also about Toby. This one says no one suspects the cheerleaders, and this one says getting the bad guys has never looked so good. This one has the same sprayed edge. It says The Squad, so they both say The Squad on them. Very pretty. Now this one does have different cover art. So there's a big butterfly down here with a little butterfly clip, some I think lotion or something, a little like necklace that is cheer, rope, whatever this thing is, scary looking tool, a comb, some pepper spray, I believe, the butterfly little clips on the side here, the pepper spray on the back, the comb, a little necklace, and some hair clips on the back. This one says, saying Toby Callan is likely a cheerleader in the understatement of the year, but the Fizzarity, why can't I read that? Squad at Bay High aren't your average cheerleaders. They're elite government operatives. which the Unlimited cover and rumor. Okay, I'm doing my skincare and I'm editing the YouTube video, and as I realized that the rest of the video wasn't there for this. So basically I was saying that this is a really pretty cover. I basically said, like, I don't really like the matte feel on any of these covers because I feel like they just get really dirty easy. But I love the covers, and Jennifer Lynn Barnes is like my favorite author. So this cover, I just am so excited to read this. Like, spies, cheerleaders, like, and I guess this is like a continuation for this. And I also realized that I think she falls in love with the guy that she's supposed to get the information for in this one. But I'm so excited to read these, and I feel like these are just like crazy-ish spy cheerleader. That's really cool to me. Another thing that I think I said was I didn't know that these existed, which I think that's actually in the clip, but I found out that these are like very mixed. Some people like them, some people don't, so I'm very excited to see if I will like them or not. But they're very pretty, and if I seen these two books in the store, I would pick them up. Even if they're not Jennifer Lynn Barnes, I would still pick them up. Like, they're very gorgeous, and I just feel like these are, like, I don't know, they're very pretty. So I would definitely pick these up if I seen them in the store. And also I said that for both of these covers, I'm pretty sure the stuff that's on them will come more into play when you actually start reading them. I'm not, obviously they're just really pretty covers, and I don't know about any of the items that are on the covers, but I hope they do come into play when I start actually reading the books. But yeah, so I just wanted to come and say that it did cut off. I don't know what happened to the rest of the video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have read any of the books that I put in the video, let me know. And also let me know if you think anything different about the covers, or what you think of the covers, or if you would buy them judged on their covers. Or do you buy books judged on the covers? Do you judge the cover of the book before you buy it, or do you just buy the book and you're like, yeah, we'll see if it's good? But yeah, let me know what you guys do, and also let me know if you guys want to see more YouTube videos, and of what, and what you guys want me to film. I'm here to film really anything. I just need more ideas. And then also, if you guys want to follow my social medias, they will be linked. So hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.